Hello guys, this is Joe with another installment of Ugly HP here. Today we're going to do a front wheel bearing on an 09 Chevy Impala. These things commonly go out. And I have done another video on a rear wheel drive, front wheel drive car. I'll show you how to replace one of those, but today we're going to do the front wheel bearing. Now you can see there's quite a bit of play in there, and you can hear it squeaking around in there and such. And it's definitely not good. You'll hear a lot of rattling, and sometimes you'll hear like a humming noise, and that's usually a strong indication that you have a bad wheel bearing. First thing you're going to do is you're going to pop off this wheel cover. I'm going to give you guys a little tip. I like to take my gun and just knock them off. If you have air tools, you're doing this with air tools. I take my gun, put it on the low setting, and kind of hold the socket. Check one right way. So that way you don't go crazy on it. Time you're doing brakes, you can kind of use this as a little help for brake. Say if you're just slapping the pads on there, all you gotta do is take that one bottom bolt out. I like to take a screwdriver or something and pry it in there. Screwdriver, kind of press it against it, and then take the brake caliper off, and you leave the top slide in there, and you ain't got one less bolt you gotta take out. Time saving tip there. Can't be giving you guys all the secrets, but I'll share some. Rotor. We want to get this thing off her. So you want to remove this nut here. Look at that, too. There was a bunch of rust on here, so that's why the gun was having a hard time getting it off of there. Now to get this off, what we're gonna have to do is there's 3 bolts back here, 3 13mm bolts. We want to get these 3 bolts out of the back here, so that way we can get to our main goal of joy and pleasure. Now these might be on there tight. Real tight, like unnecessarily tight. There is a plug back here for the wheel sensor, and if you don't take that off and you go to yank on this, you might destroy this plug, and you're gonna cause problems. Your ABS light will come on, traction control light will come on, come right out. And that's what our main goal was this. Yep, and if you notice, this new one here has got the wire coming out of it. Feels nice and tight. No jiggly going on. Just a little bit of grease will go far away. You don't gotta go crazy with it. your plug for your wheel sensor. You're gonna need to plug that back in. Put your rotor back on there. Alright, now after you get your brake caliper bracket back on there, you're gonna put your pads back on there. Make sure you put them in there the right way, because I have seen it, people put the pads back on there backwards. And while you got this stuff apart, it's a good idea to grease all this. Like, yeah. It's critical you tighten that nut down, because that is a part of the wheel bearing. That's what keeps it together. That's how you do a wheel bearing on a 2009 Chevy Impala. I also put up a video of me doing a rear wheel bearing on a front wheel drive car. It was a different car, but the concept is still the same. As for this, you can apply this to a lot of front wheel drive vehicles also. Thank you guys for watching, and always keep wrenching.